Hello and welcome back to the channel, my lovely peoples. My name is Tomo and this is my small hobby YouTube channel's border model Bf109-G6 Rocket Edition in 1/35th scale. And this is what we have done previously as shown on the picture. Now we have to do the interior again, and this time we're going to do the belt buckles and the hinges and the cover for the back radio. You will notice that ever so slight raised detail that you need to remove because you have to put this on, a 3D decal from Quinta Studio. We attach this bad boy just like with the others. This time I used a very tiny amount of PVA glue and it turned out well. Now we come to the challenging part, the belt buckles and the hinges on top. I started out with the belt buckles this way, but trust me, that don't work. You need to assemble them in a different way. Off camera, I assembled them using CA glue and this is how they turned out. Now, as they were fully formed, I put them inside the cockpit. Try not to poke them because they're very soft and they're very springy, and it's recommended to use a quick setting CA glue for this application. I didn't have it, so I had a little bit of a trouble, but in the end I managed to make it work. Now, the hinges. The placement of the hinges is a pretty straightforward job. Just use the tiny amount of slow drying CA glue and it will be fine. I'm just aligning them with a ruler, I'm not measuring them. And yeah, that's basically done. Now we have to do the belt buckles that hang from the hinges, and these are super annoying because they're super elastic. I mean, they just wouldn't stay on one place. I kept trying to put them with tweezers, but they just kept rolling on me. Like, oh, it's so annoying. Even when I was pressing down on top and trying to put them in place, they just wouldn't budge. But when the wrestling match was done, I prevailed. Oh yeah. However, now that I'm editing the video, I have noticed something. These two hinges, yes, these two, they're probably supposed to go on top of the belt buckles, not below them. So the gun sight. Placement, very quick, like this. Look at that. Looks fantastic. Yeah. Moving on to the next job, the tail and the back tire placement. Here it is, a really well engineered piece. And now the rudder. Again, pretty straightforward. Just put the hinges in the socket and put some cement on top to make it stick. And then you're done. And last thing, the cover. So far, I'm having a blast at how this model is coming together, and I'm really enjoying every single step. Even though I have made some minor mistakes, I really love it. What are your thoughts in the project? Leave a comment down below. And if you're liking what you're seeing and you want to see more of it, not just this, but any other model, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It will be fantastic for the both of us. This is actually a very clever bit of design because it has this little plate that goes on top and it prevents the warping of the two fuselage halves, and it's really good because that means that your fuselage will be stable and you won't have to worry about cracks appearing between the wing and the fuselage. I did have to use a little bit of putty to cover the seam, and I was toying with the idea of using this transparent cover that you get with the kit, but in the end I decided not to do it. But I do appreciate the option that the manufacturer gives you because it gives you a lot of versatility how you want to display the model. And I believe nowadays this is pretty rare. Anywho, let's move on to the canopy. For this very occasion, I have bought myself scale model mask from Ask Distribution. These masks are fantastic and they're double-sided. You can get them in one-sided, which are cheaper, or double-sided like I have. Note, double-sided means you get to cover the windows from the inside and the outside. The material of mask is the same as Tamiya masking tape. It's just flexible, it sticks nice, it sticks firmly, and they also include the other canopy type as well, not just the square one. And the masking film does not leave any residue because I left them on for quite a long time, and I was kind of afraid that they would go bad, but they didn't. So I highly recommend them. This centerpiece is quite challenging to attach and they should revise it if they make a new mold. Anyway, we have to do some modification for the back plate where the headrest is, and this is this original with the white top that I made from scratch. Then I attached a little handlebar here and test the back plate with the canopy on the cockpit, because you'll see that there's a little bit of an interference going on here. Let me show you a little closer. See, the hinges interfere with the backplate, so you have to cut out a little bit of this to make sure that the canopy closes if you wanted to go this route. You'll see muchos beteros. Now it's clearing the hinges. How wonderful. After that, I did some slight modifications on the backplate as for my reference photos and attached it to the canopy. In the front, I just attached handlebars and painted the little knob. Ah yes, the fuel line. Like I mentioned, I had to do some modification here. This is basically a transparent hose or piece of acrylic that pilot could see through if there are any bubbles forming in the fuel. So I removed a piece of original pipe, then stretched the transparent sprue to the same length and thickness. Then I just glued it in place and tried to align it as best as I could. And I'm pretty happy how it all turned out. Now all we need to do is to attach the rest of the canopy pieces, just like so. Just have a steady hand while using cement this way. And we have to attach another decal here on the canopy. Again, very straightforward, simple. Nice little detail touch. You can actually see this one. And I attached it to the fuselage. Again, steady hand, a little bit of cement, and just careful not to smudge it. Now this is crazy, and I'm sorry I didn't film it, but the model actually has two window hinges that go on the canopy, and I attached them using just regular cement, and the effect is absolutely amazing. Now we have to assemble the wheels and the landing gear. And for the wheels, you need to use these pair because they have a little dent on the bottom, see? If you're planning to display the model with landing gear down, of course. And you have to basically just attach them with the rims, then put the two pairs together in one cohesive wheel, and et voila, we have two wheels, 1 and 2. Here we come to another cock-up in the printing, F35 and 36. No, it's E sprue with the same numbers, 35 and 36. Now you know, and you will be able to rest easily. Shock absorber landing gear. Okay, you put this in, not all the way in like I do, but you have to kind of take it out and put the pin inside and you lock it in place, and you have a working landing gear. Look at that. And after that, you fit the torque links. Of course, you fix them in place, but you can actually make them work if you want to, but I didn't. So that's that. Now we are turning our attention to the wings. There's quite a lot of things to do, so let's get cracking. First, these pieces. Like so, a little bit of cement on both hinges and one-handed action on the other one. Oh yeah. We're done, right? Cement. Okay, stop. Too much cement. Oh, stop it. Oh. Okay, drill out the holes for the rockets. And I have to fit these two barrels here. I don't really know why I had to do it, because I wasn't gonna fit the machine guns, but I attached them anyways, because why not? And this is it. And now we have to do the same thing on the bottom. Now I'm attaching the bottom radiator flaps and the two simulated meshes for the coolers, one on each side, so the forward and aft and left and right, so both sides. Yeah, pretty straightforward job anyway. Now we're coming again to the end of this fourth video in the series. Thank you so much for watching if you have been. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing. And enjoy the couple of seconds of me assembling the hinges for the flaps, wing flaps. This is again a very novel design. You can move them up and down, but yeah, that's basically it. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye bye.